Hey, if it like YouTube, welcome back to another episode of the Black Pearl. Okay, so this is part 2 of the deep sandbed tank build. So what I've done here is I've removed the return pump and I've also took out that last baffle. It was a wee bit of a pain in the backside to get it out, but I managed it eventually. So for the plumbing side, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut the end of this union off and I'll just put a new bit on. Okay, so pump's back on. I've added a piece of glass under this return pump, which has made it a lot quieter and it's helped to align up the new union a bit better. I've also got the deep sandbed tank in place, got up to the height that I want it, and I've added the plumbing. This is what I was going to use for when I'm filling up the tank. So it'll be running with this nozzle for the deep sandbed tank. Then when I do a water change, I'll just unscrew that and attach the hose fitting. So I'll just screw that onto there, stick my hose on, and do my water change, and then just unscrew it off and reattach it, and that's the deep sandbed tank running again. So I'll probably just drill a hole round about here, have the pipework coming out, and I think it might go into this section, or I might have it going towards the back of the return pump. Sand bed, I'll probably have it about here. I'll have a better idea of how it's going to be once I've actually got it working. So I've just really got to try and hide this because it's not very nice looking. So I think what I'll do is I'll get some, I've got a wee bit of wood left from when I did the auto top off tank, so I'll box that in, make it look a bit better. The water used to flow when I had this third baffle in. The water would flow up and it would spill over the top, so it would come down and go over, and it would just create quite a lot of bubbles, and because it's quite a powerful pump it would cause micro bubbles unless I had it at that exact level and it was sort of right again. So actually taking that baffle out, it's kind of like increased the flow through the refugium a wee bit, and there's like no bubbles at all. It's plus I've got more room, and the funny thing is it's a lot quieter as well, so I don't know, maybe it was a wee bit tight and it was causing a wee bit of vibration, but just having it like there, it's just perfect. So that was a good move, well happy I did that. Still got to get polyfilter or sponge or something just to put on the top of that, on that grid light, but I'll get around to that at some point. Okay, so that's the dry fitting done, so just got to get this hole drilled for the bulkhead. So I've just got this bit of polystyrene and drilled a hole through it just so that I'll keep my drill bit in place while I start the glass, drilling the glass. Right, just about there, we go. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I've got the bulkhead and that in place, but I've got it back to front because it's the only way that I could actually squeeze the bend inside the narrow tank. However, with having the threads on the outside, when I attach the pipe and stuff to it, it's really loose, and I don't think it's going to get such a good seal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually cut a bit of the threads off, make it a bit narrower, and then hopefully it'll work out. So just a wee bit of modification today, but we should get it sorted out. Right, well, I've cut the threads and it's worked perfect. Managed to get everything in. I've attached a union, a bend, and I've got the pipework actually going into this section. And I've got it so that if there is any bubbles, they're going to be at the back of the return pump, so there will actually be no issue there. So I'm happy with it. We've just got to find out, see if it passes the diesel inspection. Well, what do you think, Diesel? You happy with that? Looking good? Nae bad? He's a good boy. Good boy. Here, kiss a paw. Paw. That's a good boy. Okay, so I've actually glued all the plumbing together now, so everything's glued and in place. Like I say, the water, I've got it directed to the back of that pump, so that should work fine. The only other issue I've got here is I'm going to have to cover this up because it's a bit ugly. It doesn't look very nice. So that's what I'll get on to just now. I'll get this sorted out. There we go, that's much better. Just looks like a wee extension of the tank now. So it's finished it off nicely. So yep, really happy with that. Well, that's it, just got to get the sand and that into it, get a test run. Okay, so I've got everything running now, and it's working perfectly. As you can see, the water's flowing here and there's very little bubbles, so that's not going to be an issue at all. Comes up through the bend, through the union, at the bulkhead, no leaks, so that's a bonus. And here we go, this is it running. Can probably actually add some more sand in here, but we'll just go with this for just now. I think it's about 7 inches of a deep sand bed. So yeah, that's it. The deep sand bed tank's finished. It's working, and it's freed up quite a lot of sand out of the display tank, so I'll be able to get thicker grain sand, and hopefully that'll be the end of my sandstorms. So, well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Till next time, bye bye.